If you're dreaming of making seven figures by the time you hit 30, the actions you take in your 20s are crucial. While there's no guaranteed path to wealth, adopting certain strategies early on can significantly increase your chances of financial success. It's about more than just hoping for a prosperous future. It's about laying the foundation now with smart, proactive steps. In this video, we're going to discuss the 5 things to do in your 20s to be rich. In your 30s, giving you a roadmap to start building your wealth while you're young. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos we upload. Alright, the first super smart move you can make in your 20s if you want to be rolling in dough by your 30s is to read books like a maniac. Look at all the big shots making it rain. People like Warren Buffett. That guy spends like 80% of his day with his nose in a book. Now don't just stick to one type of book. Spread your wings and explore all kinds of stuff that's going to beef up your brain cells. We're talking about books on money matters, how economies tick, the ins and outs of running a business, understanding people, why we do the things we do, staying healthy, getting stuff done, life stories of people who've made it, and all the cool science facts. Aim to knock out at least one book every month. Do the math. That's about 100 books in 8 years. Just by doing that, you're already ahead of 95% of people out there. And if you're feeling extra, why not go for 2 books a month? In 4 years, you'll be so far ahead, it'll be like you're in a league of your own. The cool thing about stuffing your brain with all this knowledge is it starts to stack up. At first, it might feel like you're just collecting random bits of info, but give it time. All those pieces will start clicking together, and that's when you'll see your growth skyrocket. Moving on to the next piece of the puzzle for hitting it big in your 30s, you have to focus on making more money. Now, I know how easy it is to get sidetracked when you're young. One minute you're planning to take over the world, and the next, you're deep in debates over which sports team is the best or which supercar wins in a drag race. But here's the thing. Aiming to be a millionaire by your 30s means having laser focus on one goal, earning more cash. By setting your sights on increasing your income, you're already stepping ahead of many of your peers. Think about it. While they're out there spending their time on things that won't add a dime to their pockets, you could be making moves towards actually affording a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, instead of just arguing about which is cooler. The secret sauce: skill up. Learn things that are valuable in the market. When you bring something worthwhile to the table, the market pays you for it. That's basic economics. But here's a heads up. When you start making your first bit of money, you'll notice something kind of annoying. There's a limit to how much you can earn if you're just trading your hours for dollars. Your time is finite, so if your income depends solely on how much time you put in, there's going to be a cap on what you can earn. The real game changer is uncoupling your income from your time. And how do you do that? By building a system that makes money for you. Now, don't get spooked by the term system. It could be as simple as setting up a website. Whatever it is, it's your first step into the world of entrepreneurship. And trust me, entrepreneurship is about to become your new BFF in your journey to financial freedom. Alright, after getting your earnings game on point, the next big move is all about saving to invest. Now, this is where things get real interesting. See, the way most people handle their money? Well, it's like they're on 2 different teams. Team 1, which is a big chunk of people, basically saves nothing. Then there's Team 2, who save just for the sake of saving, and let their money sit there getting nibbled away by inflation. Not a great game plan, right? Here's where you're going to play it differently. You're going to be smart with those savings and invest them. And I'm not just talking about throwing your cash into stocks and bonds right off the bat, especially when you're just starting out and your pockets aren't that deep yet. Early on, your best bet is to invest in yourself, your education, picking up new skills, trying out business ideas. Imagine you've managed to save up $100 this week. You could blow it on the latest tech gadget, or you could invest in an online course that teaches you digital marketing and how to crush it with Facebook ads. Next week, another $100 saved. That could go towards a fancy dinner out, or it could fund an ad campaign for your budding business, reaching tons of potential customers. These choices might seem small in the moment, but trust me, they add up and set the stage for your future success. Not everyone can start with a huge investment fund or has the know-how to outsmart the stock market. But you can always work on matching the market with consistent, smart investments over time. Laura Adams, a personal finance guru and show host of the top-rated Money Girl podcast, lays it out pretty clear. To hit that millionaire mark by 30, you'd need to be stashing away about $5,500 a month starting from 20, assuming an 8% return on your investments. Sounds like a mountain of cash, right? Well, the trick to freeing up that kind of money is earning a hefty salary. While the top-paying jobs are often in medicine, fields like software, IT, marketing, and finance are also lucrative and a bit more accessible. Sometimes, stepping into a high-income role, even if it's not your dream job, can be a game changer, setting you up financially to invest and grow your wealth. So, after mastering the art of saving to invest, what's the next step in our journey to riches by our 30s? Let's check it out. The next crucial piece of the puzzle is in being disciplined and decisive. Raphael Badziag, a guru on the mindset of successful entrepreneurs, spent a good chunk of his life diving deep into what makes billionaires tick. In his book, The $1 Billion Secret, he talks about his conversations with 21 self-made billionaires. What's fascinating is that all these high flyers share a couple of standout traits: discipline and decisiveness. According to Badziag, these billionaires are some of the most disciplined individuals he's ever come across. They don't just expect a lot from themselves, they demand it from everyone around them too. And it's not just Badziag who noticed this. Napoleon Hill, a legend in the personal development world, figured out something similar way back in the day. After poking around in the lives of over 500 millionaires, he found that decisiveness was a common thread among them. In his classic book, Think and Grow Rich, he mentions how each of these wealthy individuals had the knack for making decisions quickly and sticking to them. So, what's the takeaway here? If you're aiming to be rich by your 30s, you've got to level up on discipline and decisiveness. It's about setting high standards for yourself, making choices without dilly-dallying, and then standing by those decisions. This isn't about being rash. It's about being confident in your ability to choose wisely and then having the discipline to follow through on those choices. Now, with discipline and decisiveness under our belts, what's the next step towards financial success in our 30s? Let's explore that. So, we've talked about earning more, saving to invest, and the power of being disciplined and decisive. Now, let's dive into something a bit bolder, the grand finale of our game plan. Starting a business or two. This is where the rubber really meets the road. Here's the deal. You're not going to hit the jackpot by pinching pennies or slaving away for a salary. The real ticket to wealth is launching your own venture. Remember how we talked about uncoupling your income from your time? Well, starting a business is how you do that. It's about creating something scalable, something that delivers heaps of value to not just a handful, but thousands or millions of people out there. Now, why suggest starting two businesses? Well, let's be real. The chances of your first shot being a blockbuster success are not great. It's not a dig at your skills or passion. It's just that building a business is tough cookies. There's a lot to learn, and sometimes you've got to fail to figure out how to do it right. It could take several tries before you hit on something that really changes the game for you. This journey isn't a sprint. It's more like a marathon. It might take years to reach that millionaire status, but the effort you put in, the patience, the willingness to delay gratification, it's all going to pay off massively in the end. And if starting from scratch seems too daunting or you're strapped for time and ideas, there's another route. There are platforms out there like Flippa, where you can buy businesses that are already up and running, making money. We're talking websites, blogs, e-commerce sites, apps, the whole shebang. It's a way to jump into entrepreneurship with a bit of a head start. So, there you have it. 5 key moves to make in your 20s, if you're aiming to be rich by your 30s. It's about more than just dreaming big. It's about making those big, bold moves to turn those dreams into reality. I'd love to hear what you think, so don't be shy. Drop your thoughts, insights, or even your own tips down in the comments. And if you stumbled upon us today and liked what you heard, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to smash that bell icon too, so you're always in the loop for our future talks. Wishing you all the best on your journey to success. Thanks for watching.